Hey, what's going on, guys? Make sure you guys subscribe, turn your noise on, and leave a like for future videos. Catch you guys there. Peace. Is it normal that I take, for example, $120 on gold with an account balance of 1,000? What do you mean? I take, for example, 120 euro on gold. You make 120 euro. I mean, I don't know what normal is for you, but that's a 12% account growth on one trade. That's the stuff. Is that sustainable long term? Making 12% every single trade? Is that something sustainable? I'll consider it over risking, but again, it's up to you at the end of the day, right? I'm not gonna stop you from over risking. I just want to recommend it because over risking is very dangerous, man. No worries. I like sticking to like 1 or 2% risk per trade. I used to stick to like a 5% risk per trade back in the days, but then over time it got smaller. And yeah, you might say, you know, for $1,000 account, 1% is not much, nothing life changing. But then again, you gotta start somewhere, right? You can't just expect a life changing account off of a small account. It takes time. It takes time to grow that account. It takes time to build that confidence. It takes time to build that trading plan of yours. Understand what your trading plan is. It takes even longer. It's a lot of trial and error. So you want to take your time with it, because if you don't, you're gonna end up blowing like 20 accounts by over leveraging, over trading, and at the end of those 20 accounts, you're gonna be like, fuck, if I just stuck to my plan from the start and took my time with it, I wouldn't have blown all these accounts. I wouldn't have wasted all that money. But save yourself a couple bucks. It's a very expensive lesson too. Over leveraging, over risking, man. Very expensive. Took me a lot of accounts for me to understand it. But hey, at some point you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be able to make it all back within one trade. But don't force that to happen though. It'll come over time as you grow. I know people that came into the game though and start off because not everyone goes through those same habits, or not everyone has the same habits, and it all depends on your life and what you've been through in your career. If you're already established, you know, you got a good working job, most likely you're not going to be over risk, over leverager, because you have nothing to chase, right? You love trading for what it is. You have the passion for trading. You love getting better. So you just take trades, you learn as you go. But some people come into the game hungry and they feel like it can be a life-changing thing for them, and off the rip they try to change their life with that one account, and it would lead you to losing a lot more. Show my head and short setup. Head and short setup right here. If you look on my screen here, you got my left shoulder, my right shoulder, my head.
This is trolling TikTok.
No. I swear. Gold's pushing up here. Looks like I have to push up towards this resistance here at 1892. How's that 1 hour look? 1 hour close above as well, or breaking above at least. I'm bearish today on gold. I'm not looking for buys, right? So this might be if price were to come back into the range now, I'll look for my sells coming down potentially. If we were to get 30-minute candle closure like this, bearish, I'll look for a sell coming down to retest the lows. Same thing we took over here basically, but now it's that closure at resistance, plus it's a back into the range fake out as well at the same given time. So I'm willing to take that in 28 minutes if we're close. But yeah, whenever we'll be closing like weak bullish as well, respecting that level of resistance too. That's it. I'm not looking for buys yet though. I look for buys at range 2 breakouts. So range 2 breakouts for me would probably be like right here. This is range 1. Or you have resistance. Range 2. You have range 1, range 2, and this is range 3. These are buys I want up here above 1895. I'm gonna avoid this mess over here. I'm gonna avoid this mess over here. Or sorry, I'm gonna take sells in there in that range if we pop back, but this is probably what you want. Buys.
I got the same range 2 breakout.
Boom.
For buys.
It'd be pretty clean.